Now, I would like to invite up Jeng Zong, Head of Monitoring Surveillance at Daiwa, and Michele Torti, our EMEA Manager of Relativity Trace, to tell you more. Good to be here. Good to be here. Come on in, get on the camera here. So, James, can you tell us a little bit about the process that you're looking at as you identified a need for communication monitoring and why you went after a solution in the space?
Hi Chris, thank you very much for having me today at Relativity.
Yeah.
So when I first joined Daiwa, our communication surveillance consisted of manual processes across several communication streams, and basically we filled in Excel spreadsheets. So the European office has about 500 people. The monitoring surveillance team is quite small. And so obviously we were looking to automate that process. And one of the important facets about our business is that we conduct business in both English and Japanese. So any system that we wanted to take on had to do both, but also have the ability to expand out internationally, European, and the system had to be able to ingest both eComs and AComs.
Awesome. And Michele, as you considered the solution for Daiwa, what came up in the process, and how did you find a good solution for the customer?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Chris. So in 2019, when Daiwa was choosing their solution for com surveillance, they went through a very formal and detailed process of evaluating several vendors with demos, RFI, RFP, and in the end, a competitive POC with two solutions. We were selected at the end of this process, I believe, for two main reasons. One was the flexibility of the platform. So I remember POC sessions where we were on the fly changing the layout and the workflow of Relativity for Daiwa based on the feedback we were getting in real time from James and the rest of the surveillance team. The second reason is the ability to, as James mentioned, the ability to perform voice surveillance in multiple languages, in particular in Japanese language, which is a feature we kept refining with Daiwa and with our partners at Intelligent Voice to produce what we think is now a unique market-leading setup for Daiwa in this space.
Awesome. And so we're able to handle audio and eComs. And James, as you think about the future, what are some of the wins you're hoping to achieve maybe now and looking out with the platform?
Yeah, so one of the biggest wins, as you touched on a bit earlier, is during this process, we've actually reduced our alerts by over 80%, which has been a big win for us. Another big win is obviously all our comms channels can be put into one place. So if we ever have a regulatory request, or we have a request from our legal department or HR, we can bring that com from one place, which is Relativity. In terms of going forwards in the future, we will be stepping away just from purely the lexicon alerts, and we're going to be looking at more behavioral analytics. So the system itself will be looking at things such as when people make calls, if there are calls between the private side business, the public side business, the volume of those calls, and things like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here.
No, thank you
for coming up and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michele. Thanks, everybody.